Okay, guys, this is going to be, get everything in here, the element reading for the remainder of October. Now, I have to do this a little differently because my child learned how to power nap. So, I decided to just do one spread, and I pulled him ahead of time because I never know how long he's going to sleep. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's about 30 seconds. So, with that being said, I also I'm going to be pulling a oracle card for each one of the elements. And we're going to try it this way. I also pulled a few tokens as well. So we'll do those with the elements, with the oracle cards, and I'll read those. So, I'm just going to use these sprays real quick. This energy has been no joke. Trying to integrate and transform ourselves is pretty challenging. I mean, it's not easy work. Okay, if you hear anything in the background, that is Donatello the tortoise. Okay, so out of the Osho Zen deck, what came out, this is our clarifying room. We've got courage, schizophrenia, ripeness. Bottom of the deck is no thingness. Love this card. What came out during the reading was traveling, harmony, and receptivity. I also used some Rider-Waite cards. The clarifier at the end of the deck is the Four of Rods. We got the Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, and Page of Cups. So this is a pretty interesting reading. Okay, so like I said, this energy is intense. The schizophrenia card represents the divided mind of man. And I love how it's above harmony, like harmonizing that split, the heart and the mind. The spark of the divine, or God, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, comes from our heart center. And with this ripeness, it's just ready. Like when the fruit is ripe, it just falls off the tree. It's ready. It doesn't need to be forced. So this transformation is taking a lot of courage for us to break old patterns and all of that. Like this is past hurt, trauma, grief. This can even be self-sabotage, negative self-talk. Try to make sure you aren't the person keeping yourself in the old feelings. So allow for an emotional release to take place. This card also reminds us that pain and challenges are only temporary and actually help us realize what we do want in our lives and that we can turn pain into power when we remove these swords. The Ace of Cups is like the hand of the divine, and water is representing our emotions. And what better to go with this harmony card than dolphins, water. And this chalice is like our vessel. So it's divine love pouring through us to enable us to make us more receptive to opportunities of creativity, love, compassion, if you can open your heart to let it flow. So it's really interesting that we got this too. So when you pull those swords out, it's like we can then let that flow. Let that divine energy come in and flow through us and give us those creative opportunities, because we got the Page of Cups too. And this is about new ideas and opportunities coming in out of nowhere. So be open to discovering new aspects of yourself and taking the chance to express them. Like, I love how this is above each other too. We've got ripeness. It's falling off the tree. We just need to be able to receive it. It's like, this is like, let's say metaphorically, this is like our divine wisdom or higher knowledge. It's ready for us to receive it if we stay proactive in doing the inner work and removing the swords from our hearts and our minds. And being present. This card reminds me that we need to be present. It's about the journey of life. It's not about getting to the end. So I love how on the bottom of the deck we had no thingness, and then we had the Four of Rods. This is about all possibilities becoming possible, and this is about stable new foundations. Loving stable new foundations. So we are on the precipice of this amazing new adventure. We just need to be willing to give up control and expectation and the old thought patterns, limiting beliefs, the negative self-talk, or maybe putting too much worth on what other people think rather than what we know. So that's another big theme too. So I think that's all I'm going to say about this for now, and then we'll get into the oracle cards for the elements. So first off, we have Earth. Your token is slow down. And Donatello just started making a bunch of movements, and he's the tortoise. So that's interesting. So in order to process these and to be present and let go of thinking that we need to know everything right now and slow down, do that inner work, really address the issue. This could have to do with heart chakra openings. I mean, for everyone. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There it is. Ooh, karma and DNA. And then I decided to start looking at the bottoms too. We've got Dreamtime and Creation. So creativity again. DNA is like the basis of our creation, like what makes us up. You can't really get much smaller than that. So it also builds the foundation for physicality. So that really ties into that Four of Rods energy too. So Earth signs, really focus on grounding and getting in tune with your own body so that you know when something's out of alignment, when something isn't right. And pay attention to your dreams. Be open to receive new opinions, new ways of doing things, to create this new foundation. Because when you place too many limitations on things through expectations, you don't get all open to all possibilities. And there's some new things coming in for the collective. That very much ties into Earth signs. So next we have air. We got the love token for air. So this, I'm really feeling, has to do with self-love. Whoa. Ooh. We got the shaman. Ancient healing wisdom. That really fits in with love too, because they say love heals all wounds. What's on the bottom? And vision quest. This is really deep for air signs. I'm just going to feel into this a little bit. I think all the signs are probably going to end up having to spend some time outdoors and grounding and getting in touch with their bodies. If you have access to a sweat lodge, go to a sweat lodge. Those things are amazing for your body, mind, and spirit. You sweat out toxins, and you're basically getting like sound tuned in native language with drums, and it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. If you haven't gone, go. I love it. as that might help you shed these old energies and kind of put things into perspective. Maybe clear your mind out a little bit too. Fire. Oh, that came up pretty fast. Fire, I love it. We've got, oh, whoa, look. Summer solstice came out, and we've got winter solstice on the bottom. So reflect radiance is what I'm getting from this. And I love how fire signs, it's the sun. That is amazing. I'm trying to see these cards. It's kind of hard with, I'm going to move these out of the way. So, radiance. As you remove the swords and you do the inner work, I keep talking about it, but it's like you integrate the shadow. You bring the dark to light. And then you are able to shine that light onto others and to help others that may be struggling with some of the same things that you've been going through. So, start reaching out and helping people if you can. I'm like, what am I trying to say? I don't know. It's almost like there's someone in your life that is starting out on this journey and they might need some guidance. So be willing to help them through this time because we all need to help each other. Oh yeah, we had feminine energy for fire signs. So we've got Mars in Libra right now, so that probably has something to do with it. And bring in that loving, nurturing energy, the creative energy of, I got the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Sun, feminine, that's creation. It's like blooming and helping others bloom. That's what I'm getting. So, that's it for you guys, fire signs. Water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The token for water was you are guided. Water is a pretty big theme in this reading. So, I mean, even as a collective, we could just go ahead and say that we are being guided. We got the Ace of Cups. That's divine creativity. If we can heal our hearts and open them and not live from limitation. Oh, wow, perfect. We got perspective and instinct is on the bottom. So trust your instincts, water signs. Water signs are usually pretty in tune, pretty psychically in tune. Have faith, trust, and know that you are being guided. It's like don't be afraid of the changes that are happening. Just don't look at it as something scary. Look at it as something new, and that might help change your perspective a little bit. Or you might be opening up to a new perspective on old wounds, and that's the action of you removing the swords from your heart to create new loving foundations in your life, and then have that ripple out. But trust your instincts, go with your gut, keep an open mind, stay present, you are guided. I believe that wraps up the element and energy update for the last bit of October, like 22nd through the 31st. I'm going to try to do a Scorpio new moon video. We'll see how things go. I got a few events coming up. Check out the Facebook page, Everyday Alchemy 369. See what I have going on. Have a great day, guys.